Hi folks, good afternoon. This is Sayed Faizan Heather, and you guys are welcome back to my Osh Club. Today, the topic of discussion again is also very important, and most of the practitioners are very well aware of this practice and this information that organizations are conducting on a regular basis the safety committee meetings, or usually some integrated management system implemented companies are also calling it HSE committee meeting. So HSC committee meeting is very important in terms of communicating in a two-way direction where management can communicate with employees in a similar way. The employees can also give their feedbacks and comments and suggestions to management in order to improve the workplace safety. So the purpose of making this video is that we gonna give you the insight of the industry, what is currently happening today, and what are the gaps, or you can call it what are the scope of improvements. So I have just taken some points. It's 10 tips for conducting the effective safety committee meeting. So the first of all, the number one, the topmost is we have seen in the industry that usually it is called the safety committee meetings. But this is not called the joint labor management safety committee meeting. So our recommendation is to make a committee where all the members of employees and the members from the management are combining and joining together at one platform, and we form a committee called joint labor management committee meeting instead of just a safety committee meeting. So this is one point. Second important point is that in the joint labor management committee meeting, the number of participants from both the ends should be similar. If you are taking 10 members from the employees, so there should be a 10 members or 8 to 9 members from the management side as well, based on the workforce number of your organization or your organizational structure. But it should not be in a way that employees are 15 members are from employees and there are two members, the general manager or the operations manager, are only participating in the meeting. So there should be an equal, more or less equal number of members from both the sides. Secondly, and after this, there is another very important point that the selected members who are for selected for the committee meetings or the committee members must understand before they become a part of a committee. They must understand their roles and responsibilities as a member of that meeting, and they should understand what they are going to do when they are going to become a part of a committee members or the committee itself. And secondly, they have to acknowledge somewhere in the written, uh, it could be an official document from your organization, that whoever is going to be a member of this committee should acknowledge the roles, responsibilities, and accountabilities of each of the member and sign it. So this will also give you a very correct way of moving forward with this committee meetings. After that, there should be a set frequency. You can, as per your agreed and with the consent of management, you can keep it on a quarterly basis. You can keep it on a monthly basis. But usually in the industry, it is happening quarterly, and that frequency is also acceptable. And another very important part of it, and because we have seen in many industries that when you are having a management committee meeting or joint labor management meeting where the members of management, members of employees are there, there is a fear from the employee side. They cannot speak up. They don't speak up because of the fear. So from the management commitment perspective, management should drive this committee program or this meeting program in a way where they can encourage employees that you are free to speak. You can say whatever you want to. So this drive should come, this protocol should come from the management side. So this meeting can be conducted in an unbiased way and with a fearless way. So people can really speak up what they really want to. And also very another important point that we have been experienced and we have been seeing that safety practitioners are conducting those meetings most of the time, and they are running the entire show. They are telling the stats of the incidents, they are the rates of the incidents, the hazard reported, the training hours, and what are the actions on the hazard reports and near misses. So these kind of stuff that is required, the safety members are running the entire show and everybody is just listening it to it. It should be in a different way. Safety department or safety practitioner can be a median in can play a role of a median in this particular program, where safety department can present all that information, but this session, this meeting should be interactive, and the interaction should go from one end to another, and that one end is employees towards the management, the second end is the management. So in between, the safety practitioners are the median. Wherever the technical knowledge or technical requirements are there, safety practitioners should jump in and give the technical advice on that particular aspect. Again, after that, a very important thing, that what should be the agenda of the meeting. So I would not go into the details of it, because the safety agenda or the HSC committee meeting agenda, you can just get that information from ISO 45000 2018 version standard, and following the standard requirements, you can get the entire agenda of this committee meeting. So what are the things to be there and discussed. Again, another important point, that what should be the purpose of this meeting. Most of the organizations we have seen, these meetings are happening very frequently, but when we ask the practitioners, on when we ask the management, we come to know that these meetings are being conducted for the purpose of audit, for the purpose of certifications, for the purpose of record keeping. So just guys, keep one thing in mind, that these meetings should be conducted with a purpose of continuous improvement, with a purpose of engagement of employees with management, to get the management commitment. So these meetings should be problem resolution and continuous improvement centric, not only for the record keeping. In last, the record keeping part, I'm not saying that record keeping is not important. It is a mandatory requirement for the standard and as well as the records. So you need to keep the records of this meeting. You can shoot a video of it with the permission of your management. You can keep the minutes of meeting, note it down, whatever the discussions have been happening in the meeting. And later on, once the records or the minutes of meetings are prepared, you can share it with all the relevant stakeholders for the purpose of record keeping, and also for the purpose of next meeting, and what are the actions and decisions to be taken. So these are some few points from my side. For joint labor safety committee meetings are happening in the organization in a right way, and it is conducted in a fruitful manner, and it is giving you the desired results. So this was all about for this video today. Thank you so much guys again for being with me.